Alright, so hi guys, so this is part 2 of the rainbow set, and I'll show you how to make the skirt. So remember, we ended with the color blue, so I'm going to, because I want the same color to continue, I'm just going to start with blue and then the opposite of the top until it repeats. So start off with our slip knot, and I'm going to chain 3 and then chain 3 more and enter into that third chain with a double crochet. So you should have 4 double crochet in all. So I'm going to repeat that until I get the length of the waist. So I made my band, and the band should fit 1 inch less than the number of inches for the waist. So if the waist is 32 inches, then you want the band to be 31, and that's how I'm going to continue with mine. So basically I have my band 1 inch less than the total inches for the waist, and what I'm going to do is start by making the boxes basically. So start by chaining 3, which is the start, to give us that increase, and then we want them to be a bit wide. So what we're going to do is to skip 4 and insert in the 5th chain. So how it's done, basically 1 double crochet is 2 chains, and we have 2 here, so we don't count this as being 1 because it is just the starting chain. So we chain 4, 1 2 3 4, yarn over and enter into that space. So that's what we're going to do until we're at the end. So again, I'll show you. Chain 4, 1 2 3 4, or any amount that you're comfortable with doing. If you want the boxes to be smaller, you can either skip 1 or skip 2, anything that you're comfortable with, but this is what I chose to do this time. So again, 1 2 3 4, yarn over, skip, okay. So I'm at the end, and you should have something looking like this. But what we're going to do, we're going to change the colors now, because we already have our 2 rows. We're going to continue with the same 2 rows like the top. So this is my row. So we're going to do the opposite, like just like the top, to go back down. So if you remember, it was purple before the blue, so we're going to do purple after the blue. So what you need to do is just to do the same. You can attach your yarn in a way that you feel comfortable with, whether it's by tying it, attaching it to the end, or doing it like what I'm doing now. So you attach, and then 3 chains, and then turn. the ends here can stay because of what I'm going to show you when we're finished. So you can leave them for now. And basically we're just going to do the same pattern going straight down for 16 rows for a size small, and for medium you can add 2 more rows. For every size just add 2 more rows. So that's what I'm going to do, and as I said, I am going to chain 4 and insert. So that's what I'll do for the next 2 rows. So I'll see you when I'm at the end. Your work should look like this. It's just to follow the pattern, and I'll meet you when I have all full 6 colors in all, and I'll show you what I do for the other color. So just continue making your rows with your colors. Remember, I have blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, and I'll show you when I'm at the green what to do. So this is what it should look like after you have all your colors. So what I'm going to do is to repeat the same pattern one more time in order for us to have our 24 rows. So what you can do is to have the same pattern repeat as it is, starting from the blue, or you can change the color if you want. So we ended at green, and you can either choose to start at yellow, going up or down, any way you decide. But for me, I'm going to start out with the blue. So after adding the colors of your choice, you should have something looking like this. And it is so pretty, and I hope you guys agree. And what you're going to do at this point is to make a second panel for the center. Now, in order to get this size, what you're going to do is to have the measurement of your hips minus your waist minus 1. So if your hip is 10 inches and your waist is 5, which is 5, you're going to minus 1 from the 5, which would be 4. So the middle panel will be 4 inches. So after that, what you're going to do is to hide your excess yarn at the beginning. And to do so, I have my needle that you'll see on the side. And what I did was just to put the extra yarn in the needle and just push them through the roll, and that's how it looks. So what's left to be done is to make your strings, and I'm going to attach my strings at the top, and for my size, which is a size small, I'm going to make about 200 chains, and I'll make that for all 3 corners. So you can add an extra 20 for every other size. So what we're going to do is to make our slip knot and then attach our yarn at the corner of every top piece. And as I mentioned, I'll be making 200 chains for my size. So when you're through adding your chain, your work should look something like this. And I decided to put mine in every other row, but you can either put it in every row or every 4 row. It is really up to you. So that's how I chose to do mine. And here I'm just showing you how I did mine. And you can either leave the ends, or it's really up to you. And even though it looks small here, as I mentioned, it's a size small, you can extend the strings so you can have it as wide as possible if you like, or as tight as how you would want it. And I'm just showing you how I I manipulate mine, so if you wanted to have that cinch piece, then you can do so. And that is just how it looks. As I mentioned, it does look small, but you can decide what to do. And remember to just hide the excess strings that you had before. So that is how it looks. So what I'll do is to insert some pictures at the end to show you how it looks on the mannequin. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.